Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chargers and the Packers, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at these LA Chargers, champions of the AFC, making just their second Super Bowl appearance. And first, of course, since the move back to Los Angeles. And coincidentally, trying to be the second consecutive LA team to win a title.
And they are certainly hoping that this game works out better than their first Super Bowl appearance. A 23-point loss to San Francisco in Super Bowl 29.
Meanwhile, the Packers are back as they look to bring another Super Bowl title home to a place aptly named Titletown.
And they're looking for their 5th win, which would tie them with the Cowboys and 49ers for second all time. They did last win it in 2011. That was Super Bowl 45. Aaron Rodgers leading them over the Pittsburgh Steelers. But when you talk about titles, and you mentioned Titletown, they've won 13 championships overall when you count all the NFL titles prior to the Super Bowl era as well. So this is a town that's used to winning, and they expect to win this one as well.
The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
How about this for perspective about what Herbert has done this season? The last time the Chargers were in the Super Bowl, he hadn't even been born yet. Now in only his 3rd season, the kid from Oregon has taken the Chargers over the hump and into Super Bowl Sunday.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Herbert throws complete to Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On first down, it's Herbert. And he's got him. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
But we all know this past offseason that Aaron Rodgers had options, and there's a possibility he might leave Green Bay. But he chose to return to the only franchise he's known, and for the 2nd time, has them playing in the Super Bowl.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And again, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Rodgers now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Rodgers again now. That's complete to Dobbs. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man and he hits puts him in stride. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 10 yards out. And the Packers are on the board here in this Super Bowl. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On first down, Justin Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper that had a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game.
Taking it right down Broadway. 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback. Rodgers now on first down. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Running on first down, Eckler. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And now it's second down, but here's the field goal team out onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Allen Lazard and the rest of the Packers back out for another drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. Touchdown!
Robert Tonyan, his second touchdown in the Super Bowl. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got a...
Oh, this is blocked. Now the Chargers have it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection led to the block.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. On second down, Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. That's a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Herbert on first down now. Williams brings it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Eckler. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Eckler again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. On first down, Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. Pass complete, Tunyon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Rodgers. It's complete, Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Rodgers to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Allen! Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Chargers are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And again, it's Rodgers. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton from 19 yards away. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And Bo Melton with a touchdown reception to finish the drive off. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now it's Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Herbert now to throw. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Let's see if they go back to base. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
you.